Welcome to Bead and Diva. Today I'm going to show you how to make the Halloween pack, which contains a Halloween themed keyring, bracelet and a ring. Your pack contains everything you need to make the bracelet, keyring and ring, including orange acrylic beads, glow-in-the-dark beads, your keyring, bracelet and elastic thread, 5 polymer themed Halloween beads and 2 Halloween charms. So I'm going to start making the bracelet first. I've laid my beads out in the pattern that I want them on the elastic thread. This bracelet is designed so that the knot is hidden underneath the jump ring for the charm. Each piece of elastic comes with a knot already in the end for you. So you can either do this pattern or a pattern of your choice, but you simply thread the beads onto the elastic thread until you get to either the end of the thread or to the length of beads that you need. You always have to make sure that the bracelet will go over your wrist and hand rather than just around your wrist, because otherwise if you make it so it goes just around your wrist, then it can end up a bit small. Once you've added all the beads onto the elastic, or the length that you like your bracelet to be, but an average length for a child's wrist, I'm going to thread on the charm. You thread it on through the jump ring, which is the little ring at the top of the charm, and then it makes it fluid and it just flows around on the bracelet. Much better if you thread it through the actual hole of the charm itself. And then I'm going to tie a triple knot. So I'm going to go left over right, and then left over right again. And then what I do, put it really, really tight, and then I go right over left. And then that just gives it an extra bit of security. If you want to make sure it's really, really knotted well and not going to come undone, then you can put a dab of super glue or clear nail varnish onto the knot. Once you're finished, just trim off the ends, and that is your bracelet complete. So to make the ring in the Halloween kit, you've got your elastic thread for your ring. That is the shorter piece of elastic, and again that comes with a knot already tied in the end for you. You can do it so you start with the feature bead, but then the knot ends up next to the bead. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start halfway around my ring, so what will come underneath the finger. So then when it gets knotted, the knot is underneath, and then you won't see the knot on top of the finger. Again, just make sure you measure your finger well. Keep checking around the width of your finger to make sure it's the right length. You don't want it too big so it'll fall off, and again you don't want it too small because you don't want your finger falling off from lack of blood circulation. And also you've got to make sure it keeps going over, it'll go over the knuckle as well, because that's the widest part of your finger. So once you've threaded all your beads on, you simply again do a triple knot. I do left over right, and again I do left over right, and then I pull it really tight after those 2 knots. Sometimes it moves around a bit, and then I do right over left, and again to secure the knot you can put some clear nail varnish or super glue onto the knot, and that will stop it coming undone. And just trim off the ends as well. So that's the ring complete. The keyring part of the pack comes with the keyring with elastic already attached to the end. I've done a pattern, a repeating pattern orange, glow dark orange, glow dark. Obviously you do whatever pattern you like. So I'll just start by threading some beads on. I'm going to do the same pattern again, just because that's the pattern I like. And then I put my feature bead halfway in the middle of my keyring, and then I attach the charm at the end. When you thread as many beads on as you'd like onto your keyring, or when you get to about 3 centimetres from the end, it's time to stop. I'm going to stop mine there, just because that's the length I want my keyring to be. You may find you have excess beads left over in the pack. That's absolutely fine. You can just save those for another time, or if you have some spare elastic, you can thread them on and make them another piece of jewellery. So again, I'm going to attach this time the witch charm. Got a little jump ring at the very top, and the elastic is going to thread through that piece, I'm then going to tie a triple knot with elastic back onto itself. So I'm going to put it fairly tight, and then I'm going to go over the top once. I'll go through. Over the top again. And this time I come from underneath and through. And again, you want to secure it, if you've got some, with either clear nail varnish or some super glue. And that is your pack made. So that's the bracelet, the ring, got the sample pieces and the pieces that I've made here in the video. That is your pack complete.